Hello and welcome, audience. I would like you all to clap for Edward Von Tinkle. Let's welcome him. Come on. Good to meet you, sir. You're here to talk about a new project you've been undergoing where it appears that you've gone onto a certain type of Facebook group and you've been leaving, as you do, many comments to them to getting certain kinds of reactions.
It's an art.
Yeah. So, sir? Oh my God, sir? Have you been drinking water today? Oh, you don't have pants on.
Have I been drinking water?
Oh, Jesus Christ, I think I saw your dick.
Yeah.
Can we ask, like, why this specific group you decided to go into?
Well, Canadian politics is a very interesting thing. It's kind of like American politics, but watered down and boring.
Yeah.
I like confrontation.
I've
lived my whole life wanting and yearning for confrontation.
One of your first startups was on this group. What movies you guys watching? I've heard some debates on those Avatar movies, but I was considering giving them a chance. It's a tough sell because on one side, I hate the army, but on the other, I hate people that ride on horses. Now, I watched the trailer for the movie, and they may be alien and blue and tall and have tails, but they do ride on what appears to be a horse, and I just don't know if I have the strength to be able to give in and watch it. By the way, I'm a proud gun-owning conservative liberal with a small penis, big balls, and I have this pretty cool tattoo on my lower back of an Antifa guy high-fiving God. I post it with this post, but I don't want Zuckerberg to see my tat, so I feel free to message me directly. So what were you trying to convey in that message?
If I can be honest with you, Ryan,
Mm-hmm.
a prolific writer Eminem once said, in the music, in the moment,
Yeah.
you never let it go.
Yeah. As a born-again Muslim man, I actually have 25 wives. None of them are allowed to oppose me or show any skin or even think about anything other than loving me and giving me children, and then not letting the children near me or see me ever until they are of age to either be sold for marriage or go get their first wife. My life is great, and the dude who posted this is definitely some beta idiot loser who should find love within Allah and disregard Western ideology. If you want to accept Allah too, brother, you can have your soul saved from the evil that is Jesus Christ. Allah will save you and give you new meaning and will shower you with love so long as your woman is covered. Haram, brother. Now, from what I know, you've never said you were Muslim, I don't think, right?
No. I think that Muslim people are awesome.
You say Oslo? This one might be a personal favorite of mine. This woman in the comment section posted some picture, and above she wrote, "This is the law," all capitals. And it states a bunch of rules. You came here from there because you didn't like there, and now you want to change here to be like there. We are not racist, phobic, or anti-whatever you are. We simply like here the way it is, and most of us actually came here because it is not like there, wherever there was. You are welcome here, but please stop trying to make here like there. Is this a Dr. Seuss poem? Do you know? Because what the fuck am I reading? If you want here to be like there, you should not have left there to come here, and you were invited to leave here and go back there at your earliest convenience. And then you responded with a picture of what appears to be an old man in the bathtub.
If I can add something, that post is what got me kicked off this.
Oh, you were kicked off?
I was kicked off for a little bit.
And it was the old man in the bathtub that did it?
I'm assuming, or it might have been the next one.
Some woman says in the comments, "Kudos, unfortunately people forget that cops are only human and were young and had a life before putting on the uniform." And you responded with what appears to be a shirtless man of African descent posing and looking a little seductively towards the camera. Black Lives Matter and Antifa are based on critical theory. They are nothing but a racist trash fire. Today they want white people to bow down, but nothing will satisfy them. They won't stop until all white people are eradicated. They won't stop until you and your kids are dead if you speak out against them. This is not a secret. They do not try to hide it. This is communism supported by George Soros, and people think this is a grassroots movement and a good cause. Ironically, so-called anti-fascists have now gotten people to believe that white men should be at the very bottom of society. A valid comparison there was how Hitler talked about the Jews in becoming anti-fascist. They have ironically become fascist liberal supremacists themselves. This is not a movement based in justice. It's based in communism and will ultimately lead to a communist state, which instead of the Jews being persecuted, it's the whites, the Christians, and the dissenters. Today, people are worried about losing their jobs or being physically assaulted for disagreeing. Will you all just simply kneel down, submit, and let your children be taken by this mob so they can be indoctrinated to hate others or hate themselves? I'm sorry, I got a little carried away there.
It's okay, I forgive you.
And it appears then that, while carrying the banner of the shirtless African man, you appear to comment to this man, saying, "O Anton, fairest of maidens in the land. For king and country, the true men dip their swords into the fountains of truth and upwards towards the heavenly skies. When a lady so beautiful as you crosses the path of which they walk, a woman like you, so reserved and gracious, should not run her mouth like a spring stream over a coursing river. How foolish the words you speak, how impotent and weak-minded. All the men of the realm would fancy your hand, had your mouth not opened and such idiocies fall out. Maybe one day a man strong in heart, yet hard of hearing, can set you straight and turn thee into a woman you were always meant to be. By the king himself, you will be wed one day."
Now, this is a very interesting man. Anton, the man of whom I consider my greatest enemy in the literary world, fancies himself a Catholic monarchist, which, if you don't know what that is, it is a man who loves the crown. He hates black people. He constantly posts about how awful Black Lives Matter is, to an extent where I wonder if he has a real job.
He says, "Theories are not true until disproven. If they are disproven, they were never true to begin with. That's a literal oxymoron. Theories are not the same as laws either." And then he comments again, "And obtuse, question mark? This is really what a lot of Black Panther, LGBTQA, BCD, think. Literal hate towards Jews and white people." And then he shows this graph, which he might have made. And it says, there's a pyramid, and it shows at the top to bottom here: transgender Muslims, cis Muslims, transgenders, non-binary people, women of color, men of color, and then there's a line that goes down below men of color that says, "Below this line, your time is over. Deal with it," in all caps. White gays, white straight women, Jews, and white straight men are at the bottom. And so at the top, it's worthiness, and at the bottom, it's your time is over. Are you afraid at all?
A little bit, because I've never encountered someone who could out shitpost me, and he is...
I'm sorry, out what?
Out comment...
Artist
me.
On this page here, he shares a Tucker Carlson bit titled "Black Lives Matter's Now Political Party." And it appears that you've jumped off your chivalrous speaking, and then you say, "Hey there, I'm actually the Black Lives Matter party leader. I know it's a little odd to see a white man as the leader of the party, but we figured dumb white conservative voters would feel more comfortable if a white man was in charge. I just want to be clear on the air on a few things, so that everyone can feel less concerned. We will be the strongest political party the world has ever seen. Anton, if it makes you happy, I want you to know we will reinstate the monarchy." That's nice. Nice. You're giving him a little olive branch. "And introduce the first ever permanent black king. It's going to be awesome. Regretfully, due to your post history, the king has already assured me that you have to be hung for your idiotic crime of being a subpar knight." Oh, well, you kind of flipped it there. "And also for posting that airhead Tucker Carlson everywhere. The king would be happy to have you as a servant, but if the offer is refused, it is to the gallows for you. All hail the Black Lives Matter party, and hail the future black kings." Do you think you're driving him to more paranoia?
I can only hope.
"As for me and my house, I serve the Lord. I will see you at the great chastisement. Let us white Catholics all be slain, and let our blood soak the earth, so that the great Satan Allah's plans are thwarted, and his people may see Christ on the last day."
And I believe that's actually the post where he then sends me a full page of Latin.
Oh. And then the nail in the coffin that I think that you put here, you wrote, "Our whole universe was in a hot, dense state.
Then nearly 14 million years ago, expansion started. Wait."
Probably the one show he actually likes.
Is Big Bang Theory?
Yeah.
Did he reciprocate any of this?
He just continued calling me a retard. Retard.
So you lost.
I don't think so, because I think he admitted his dick was small.
I think that a bunch of them actually might have taken your shit seriously.
It's possible. But we'll never know.
Jordan Peterson, everyone.
My best friend Steve wanted me to tell the group chat.
Oh, do you hear that? I can hear Jordan Peterson right now. Do you hear him?
that I'm a huge fan of epic Family Guy memes.
I also like epic Family Guy memes.
Dude, I love them.
Oh, thanks, Jordan. Love you, buddy.
Let me go do below.
Okay. Right now?
You're not recording anymore, are you?
No.
All right, cool. See ya.
Bye.